Okay, we are live. Alright, hello non-Super Bowl watchers. We're gonna be doing some Rogue Mega Rush speedruns today. And in the last stream we've got this hopefully should be our final team. Honestly, the last stream we had the previous Wednesday was mainly just us figuring out what our team should be. But for those who need a refresher, our team is Chestnut with Swords Dance, Woodhammer, Drain Punch, and Close Combat. Mewtwo with Psy Strike, Psychic, Dark Pulse, and Nasty Plot. Swampert with Liquidation, Bulldoze, Earthquake, and Bulk Up. Metagross with Heavy Slam, Psychic Fangs, Ice Punch, and Psycho Cut. Zeraora with Plasma Fist, Fire Punch, Wild Charge, and Bulk Up. Garchomp with Swords Dance, Dragon Rush, Earthquake, and Crunch. I should have very good coverage for quite a lot of these. I think one of the ones I am worried about is probably the Primal Groudon fight. I don't really know how I'm gonna handle that fight, besides just like toughening it out. But with all of these guys holding Shell Bells, I should be able to save my 3 heals. Oh yeah, these are their EVs for any of those curious. And I believe I actually hyper-trained them in the stats that actually matter. Yep. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started now. I'm gonna make sure I start a recording of this. Three, two, one, go. Dude. Whoops. You know what? That was a bad fight anyway. Man, it is hailing bad outside. Yeah, I think if I'm speaking, you can actually truly hear the hail. Hey, Annie. I hope the hail doesn't damage your house. Oh, I'm not too worried about that. That was a pretty good split. Hey, Dominic. Alright, so yeah, my Pokemon for this fight's gonna be Mewtwo. It's the reason my Mewtwo has Dark Pulse. I mean, Zeraora could be used for this fight, too. Honestly, I'm gonna give Zeraora a try. Yeah, Shell Bell is super good for this. Honestly, I'm not sure Mega Slowbro here is a good idea. I'm pretty sure the Slowbro's got way better defense. Yeah. I'm gonna change Mewtwo's set slightly. I think I'll give this thing Thunderbolt back. Or maybe Thunder. No, Thunder is not really that good in this game. Let's see, what was the original reason I wanted Psychic? I think it was for the opponents that had lower special defense than defense. Well, Sky Strike just has more power in general, so I think just use that. Yeah, other than that, we should be good. It really does annoy me how that Slowbro is the second one. I think out of the first 10, Slowbro might be the most difficult for me to plan. Mega Banette used to be the most difficult, but I actually know its pattern by this point. I mean, regular Slowbro is weaker in terms of its special defense. So I should have known this earlier. I mean, I'm sure Mega Slowbro is a lot defensive. A lot more defensive, I meant. Hey, Shadow. Not really the best Mega Slowbro, but that thing takes quite a bit to kill. And also, last week, Kyogre was my go-to water type, but I ended up changing to Swampert just because Mega Heatran's special defense is extremely freaking high. Whoops. Oh, great. Oh, shit. Great. I'm just using any team that isn't the 4 Annihilates 2 Gourgeist. I refuse to believe that's the fastest, and if it is, I don't want to keep running this category. Because that's just the cheesiest, most boring strat of all time. Oh yeah, Swampert definitely handles this better than Kyogre. Alright, then I'm using Metagross for the next 3 fights. Also, there might be a new, hold on. There might be a new speedrun category made by someone else. Someone actually did an all colorful screws run. And their run was like 3.5 hours. I don't think I would run that, but it's not out of the realm of possibilities. The problem is it's a 3.5 hour run. Fun fact, if you stay close by to this Victory Bell, the poison sludge literally cannot hit you. At least I've never had it happen. I mean, those Vine Whips can happen, but they're so weak. I mean, I just use Mega Victory Bell just because... Or no, I use Metagross because it's got Psychic Fangs and Psycho Cut, and it's immune to poison attacks. Because I don't want to end up with something being poisoned. That's actually the main reason, was just to avoid it being poisoned. I mean, Metagross doesn't have super effective damage for this... Well, it's got Psychic moves. Let's see how well I am at avoiding targeting the Kakunas. Oh, good God. I'm amazed that even reached it. Yeah, Heavy Slam's pretty decent on Beedrill, too. Also, I rewatched the Twitch and YouTube streams of my last ZA stream, and the audio definitely had a desync from the video, so let me know if you guys hear a desync. So I added a 250 millisecond delay, so hopefully that ends up fixing it. Dude, flinch. Flinches suck in this game. Dude. Okay, Psycho Cut is not great on this thing. At least on this fight. Oh, nice. Got the stun. This Pokemon specifically feels easy for me to stun lock. That was kind of slow. Yeah, I just don't think they're really making strategy books anymore. I mean, those things were cool, don't get me wrong. But, yeah. Alright. Oh, nice. He still targets the right one. Dude, you didn't even move. Yeah, that thing's charge attack is pretty underwhelming. Ew. Also, Swampert is now my go-to for Ampharos instead of Garchomp. Have you found better results from plus move spamming than Shell Bell? Yeah, using Mega Evolution costs time, and having Shell Bell is useful because you're limited on heals. You only get 3 full team heals per the entire thing, and you have to fight 27 fights. And with the Hoenn legendaries, you may as well be fighting 2 fights. Same with Darkrai. How come only my defense is up? Yeah, it makes every move a plus move, but it does come at the cost of your held item. Yo, what's up? Oh, that was my attack, right. I thought that was defense. This is definitely going to be a lot better than my previous Ampharos splits. Really? Alright, hopefully Garchomp's still at decent health. The reason Garchomp's the great pick here is because it resists the rock moves. I'm just getting my energy gauges filled up. Nice. Oh, good God. Dude, the Shell Bell heals so much when it kills all those Binacles. Dude, quit doing that. Yeah, that wasn't really a good barbarical split. Alright, who's my next one here? I believe it's Chestnut? No, it's... I think it was Chestnut, yeah. I mean, Metagross can work too, but I don't really have the coverage. That crunch goes a lot further than I think it does. Honestly, I've been thinking about this earlier today. I think Legend ZA might be one of my like favorite kinds of pokey speedruns because unlike most games where it's pretty much like the same categories, like any percent, maybe like beat with a different Pokemon at the start, like you catch a Pidgey and just beat the game with Pidgeot, the alt starters. Or there's the one where you like glitch your way into the Hall of Fame. Or like soft blocking the game. This one just has unique categories like collect all screws, the Rogue Mega Rushes, any percent, catch 'em all. Yeah, it's only in the boss fight. It's that whole meme of like, when you fight the boss, it's powerful, but when he joins your team, he's like level 1. That's like the whole meme. And this split's going a lot slower. Wonder why. I think I should have been using this the whole time. Yeah, I probably should have been using Garchomp the whole time. No need to heal here because I'm using Metagross. Who am I using next? Altaria, that's Metagross. Venusaur, that's also Metagross. I think I'll do a full team heal when I just when I think I need it. I haven't even used Zeraora yet. Zeraora, I think, is being saved for Starmie. Something I hate about this fight right here is, it has a move that always freezes. Shadow Stitch. You're attempting to learn how to code a layout. The only thing I know about coding layouts is HTML. But then again, I have a very poor man's excuse for an HTML overlay. Like, it may look good, but all the overlay is just text in front of a still image. It's better to just hide behind here while it uses its second move. Oh wait, it's not using them yet. Oh, it is. I don't even know that. Didn't Scott say he was gonna, like, give you pointers or something? Yeah, this was my reason for originally giving Metagross 2 steel moves, but I ended up realizing 2 psychic moves would actually make the Beedrill fight faster. Honestly, you know how I ended up learning? I think Scott gave out, like, his overlay during the Parasect race, and I literally just looked at it and see how everything was typed out and just messed around with it for fun. Being like, huh, if I delete this, what happens? Like, literally stuff like that. It was Sheer Cold? Oh. That's what it was, because I know Sheer Cold has a guaranteed freeze chance. Dude, that move would be so broken in regular Pokemon if it functioned like that. Was a challenge? Are you asking, like, what this challenge is? It's, I'm essentially fighting, like, all 27 of the rogue mega fights in this game in a row. You only get 3 team heals as well. Lucario's attack, Mega Rush, Rock Smash, Drain Punch, Close Combat helped a lot. Yeah, having fighting coverage is extremely good in this. I mean, not this fight specifically, but in general it does. If you're wondering why I'm using Psychic Fangs, I'm trying to just charge up my Mega Meter. There it is. Dude, seriously? Yeah, that's a pretty good strat. Origin Pulse, I don't... When I was looking at strats for Kyogre in this, I ended up using Hydro Pump over Origin Pulse because they had the same base power, but Origin Pulse had a longer cooldown timer. I think Origin Pulse just spreads out a bit more, if I had to take a guess. Also, Venusaur here is not really good at hitting from behind. Yeah, that's like its one advantage. You know, I just found out those shrubs that he spawns don't actually damage you. Like, you can literally walk right into them and they don't even hurt you. I think they're just there just to annoy you. What the... Dude, don't use it on the plant. Oh yeah, my Chestnut uses Drain Punch. Everything on my team, though, either way, is holding a Shell Bell. I think your best strat is to just straight up use plus moves and hold Shell Bells. So that way you can save your heals. No, dude, Metagross, you idiot. Oh my god, you absolute idiot. Dude, stop hitting those shrubs. You throw like Oras in X and Y. I like both of those games. Alright, I think I'll take a heal after the Dragonite. After this is Starmie, right? No, it's Tyranitar. Yeah, I'll take a heal for Tyranitar. Well, then again, my team in general is still fine. Oh, actually, Mega Garchomp... Or not Mega Garchomp. Garchomp is actually my best opponent for this. Because this Dragonite, I don't think uses any Dragon moves. Oh wait, no, it has Outrage. I see it use Hurricane and Flamethrower more often. But I think early on I'll just have Metagross out. Dragonite wasted you? Yeah, he's like, everybody made fun of me during the Pokemon Presents. Now you're getting payback. Shit, I shouldn't have done that. Oh. Get out. Dude, stop doing that. Get back here. A little trick I like to do during this is, if my own Pokemon's low on health, what you can actually do... Where'd it go? What you can actually do is have the Mega Pokemon aim its attacks at you instead of the Pokemon. Yeah, that was a lot better. Alright, I'm gonna take a team heal. Wait. This is the one. Yeah, I don't really have notes for, like, who's the best where. I just have to try to remember it. Whoops. That was really cutting it close. I don't know if it's releasing this month. There's no confirmed release date for it, besides, you know, just it's coming out this year. Actually, some I've seen from screenshots, they might be completely reworking the IV and EV system, which is probably why you're not going to be able to transfer to the older games from the newer games, kind of like with ZA. I mean, Mewtwo could also be used here. I mean, special moves are still better on it just because of bulk up. Alright, now for the DLC megas. Garchomp is still in good shape, right? Oh yeah. You know what's funny? Even though there's no time limit in this, those black orbs still come out. Also, currently, right now, in our crystal backports, Mega Absol is our best Mega so far. The thing is just broken. It's a monster. Oh, Garchomp's dead. Alright, back up. Wait, that might not have been the right backup. Shit. How bad is that? In the DLC, when you fight some of those megas, you have to go through hyperspace portals to fight them. You have the time limit, because whenever you enter a hyperspace portal, you have a time limit depending on what kind of donut you eat. And the black ones pause the timer. Yeah, it was Mewtwo. Mewtwo's the one I should be using. Tatsugiri. Who was my main for this? Yeah, the calories, exactly. think it was Metagross. Yeah, I still don't think we have a clear answer on it. Actually, I think my clear answer was Garchomp. But the problem is with Garchomp is, what was the problem with it? Oh yeah, that thing has Ice Beam. Really? Just let it thaw out. Okay. That's annoying. Come on, Metagross. Zeraora works nicely here. At least while it's on the ground. There we go. Still kind of slow, but better than last time. Alright, Mega Meowstic. I believe... Yeah, Mewtwo is our solution. That was why we have, Dark Pulse. Garchomp's a pretty good solution, too. But it's dead right now. So I'm gonna need to use Mewtwo. Whoops, wrong move. Plus, wait. Oh yeah, I think Psycho Cut can break, screens, right? Oh, really? Yeah, this is still pretty slow. Oh, good God. Nice. Dude. Now, the toughest part about probably this whole thing is finding a team of 6 that works for all of them really fast. I mean, it's still faster, but yeah, that's probably my biggest hurdle right now. What's Mewtwo like? It's Mewtwo. Oh yeah, so this thing is the reason Swampert has 2 ground moves instead of 2 water moves. The only other good water move this thing can get is Waterfall, but this thing is 4 times weak to ground. Yeah, if you roll at just the right time, that thing's bulldoze can't hurt you. Oh shit, it's burned. Should have expected that. And Chestnut's also a good backup. Honestly, Chestnut seems to be better for Heatran than Swampert is. Oh, I do need a heal. Because my plan is to use Garchomp for Zero Aura, so now after this I only have one heal. Yeah, Mega Meowstic is one I really need to figure out. Oh my god. I almost rolled into that. I hate how during these rogue mega fights, electric moves can still hit ground types. Oh my... Do not know the pattern that thing moves in. Where the hell is it? It went right into the earthquake. An electro web. Get out of there. Oh my god. That sucked. Oh man. Alright. These next 3 fights are 2-phase fights. I don't think Darkrai is good defensively at all. Huh, apparently when you're drowsy, moves take longer to recharge. That's annoying. Oh, Future Sight, get out of there. Oh, fuck. Who do I have now? Not that. I guess Garchomp. That's not good. I'm kind of in trouble. Who's your answer for Zygarde? My original answer was Metagross. Because it's actually pretty easy to dodge Zygarde's moves. Dude, Chestnut dying was freaking bad. So what I'm really starting to notice is, I need to... Should I just die? Yeah, I think I'm just screwed. There's no way I'm gonna win. Just die. Or just do this. I mean, that was further than I made it last time, but... Man. I think before we go back into this, like, I still think Chestnut was the right pick. It's just, I didn't send it back into the ball in time before Future Sight activated. And honestly, looking at this, Chestnut is just straight up better than Swampert. So I think we might be able to get rid of Swampert and exchange it for something for Meowstic. Let's see, do we have any ideas? I'm gonna take a look at Meowscarada's stats. Not Meowscarada, Meowstic. Let's see. Mega Meowstic is pure psychic type. I'm gonna take a look at its stats. Let's see. So it becomes a lot more special defensive. You might be right for the Ampharos. That was like the one good spot for Swampert. Oh, apparently the male and female ones get different level up moves. Didn't know that. Let's see, what's it weak to? Bug, Ghost, and Dark. Okay. If only I could see, like, what moves it has. Does anyone know if the Rogue Mega Fight had a fairy move? Like, I'm trying to look through Bulbapedia and I don't really see anything about it. Yeah, I'm looking around. I don't see its Rogue Mega Fight. It had Moonblast? Okay, so yeah, that... I can't just exactly use Garchomp for that. So I think what we need is we need something that's good for Swampert or Ampharos. It's just, you may think Garchomp, it's just Garchomp's one problem is that it's weak to Dragon. And there have been times in the past where I've attempted to use it, but it didn't end up working well. Let's look at some other potential ideas. First, let's think Meowscarada. I think Meowscarada should be the #1 priority. Because that thing is brutal. I think we're going to need a very good, like... Probably like a ghost type or something. Bug, Ghost, or Dark. I mean, it's a good thing I pretty much have everything. Goldengo? Maybe. Let's take a look at it. Where is the String Cheesemon? Here it is. Because it's a Steel Ghost type, it'll resist most of the moves. It'll still be weak to the Shadow. I'm pretty sure that thing uses Shadow Ball. But I'm going to look at Goldengo. $135 special attack. Wait, this thing's a special attacker. Oh, interesting. So honestly, yeah, we could probably teach this thing like... oh, it gets Nasty Plot too, so we could teach it like Nasty Plot, Shadow Ball. Does it get ground coverage? No. No dragon coverage either. Dazzling Gleam. I mean, there's our spot right there for Ampharos. Just Nasty Plot, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam. Plus, it could... what's Make It Rain do? Lowers the opponent's special attack. 120 power move. Yeah, I think this has got potential here. I'm gonna... let's see. Do you guys think I have enough candies? I think so. Let's see. I'm going to use these larges. Which rogue? Mega Meowstick. Because that's been our hardest thing to deal with. At first I thought it was the Mega Tatsugiri, but Garchomp should do fine for that fight. It's just, I didn't keep it alive before. No. Make It Rain lowers your special attack. Oh, right. Okay, so we definitely want Nasty Plot. Shadow Ball. You know, theoretically, we could use Metal Sound. Maybe. And then our fourth move... Dazzling Gleam. This is what I'm thinking. Because Nasty Plot combined with Metal Sound is going to make these moves do a lot of damage to Ampharos. And it'll be great against the Meowstick. Well, I mean, I don't really like the whole Make It Rain thing. I mean, it essentially cancels out Nasty Plot. The question is, like, how long does the special defense drop with Metal Sound last for? You know what? I think since we're using Nasty Plot and Metal Sound anyway, we should probably use a Dark move instead. You're probably right. Let's see. Do we get any? Oh wait, we don't get any Dark moves. I guess another Ghost move? But our only other Ghost Shadow move is Ominous Wind. Maybe we should teach Make It Rain. 30 seconds? I think I'll hold on to Dazzling Gleam, because it's... well, it's good against Darkrai, too. Goldengo is 100% not replacing Metagross. Metagross is far too useful in most of the other fights. Mainly because of its Stab Psychic and its Stab Steel moves, but there really aren't good options for special Steel attacks. It's mainly the Stab Psychic moves that Metagross succeeded in, because it made the Victory Bell and the Venusaur fights absolute jokes. Focus Blast. No. Yeah, I think this will be my moveset. But yeah, what I'm definitely seeing is I need to save my 3 heals for like the final 5 mega fights. Oh, the thing had perfect special stats. Don't use it as a plus move? Okay. Magearna could also be best the steel type. It also tackles plenty of the lineup in the gas draining kits. We'll take a look at it. At least before I invest any vitamins in it. I'm gonna go take a look. Magearna. I mean, how does Goldengo help with Tatsugiri? I mean, it does resist most of the moves. It does have Dazzling Gleam. You know what? Yeah, it will help. 130 special attack. That's very similar to Magearna. It has the fire ground weakness instead of the ghost weakness, but I don't know. It gets Calm Mind instead of Nasty Plot, so I think that alone makes Goldengo better. Okay, so for Goldengo, we're going to need maxed out special attack. And what else? Probably shouldn't have closed that web page. I mean, its defenses are great. I'm thinking of investing in HP ups. I think I'll use like 4 carbos to help with recharge times, and then the rest in HP ups. That's probably what I'll do. Alright, I've already got enough calcium. Oh, good God. Good thing I have a ton of money. Holy money. There we go. Oh, nature. Let's give this thing a modest mint. Alright, so looking at these other ones. Primal Groudon. I'm gonna try my absolute best to save my first heal. Like, where was my first heal last time? It was before Zeraora, wasn't it? I think it was before Mega Zeraora. And then let's see, Darkrai. I really want to use Chestnut as long as I can in that fight. It's just when I see the future sight, I need to withdraw it right away. Groudon. What's the plan for Groudon? I don't have a plan. I mean, at least the primal form I can use Earthquake and Dragon Rush with Garchomp. But what's my plan for the normal one? I get literally Wood Hammer, Swords Dance, Drain Punch. But it'll have to be Chestnut into Garchomp. And then for Kyogre, Zeraora and Mewtwo, and maybe that will play a factor. And then Mega Rayquaza. Definitely Metagross. For probably both phases. I still think it's the right call to have... I still think it's the right call to have 2 Psychic moves over 2 Steel moves. You used your second heal. Oh, as a second heal. Right. I think where was my first heal? Oh, I think it was before Meowstic or Heatran. Or no, it was before No, not Tatsugiri. It was definitely after Tatsugiri. Or no, it was before Tyranitar. There was no need to use that heal before Tyranitar. That was just stupid. Alright, Zygarde is just going to be mostly Metagross. And probably Chestnut is my backup. Or no, Garchomp's my backup. The thing is with Zygarde, its attacks are pretty easy to avoid if you know the pattern. But Zeraora's attack, the one that kept hitting me, it is so hard to know that pattern. But yeah, this should be a good team. I'm going to go ahead and make Dazzling Gleam a plus move. I'll probably need to use the restroom real quick, and then I'll do another run. It gets Drain in case I mean to say. Magearna gets a Calm Mind, and then... Wait. I meant to say, Magearna after a Calm Mind, let it shoot a huge Fluor Cannon. That let's get back to neutral and get on right back on boosted for another big blast. I'll take a look. Oh, here's my shinies. I know you're jealous. Okay. Oh yeah, my shiny Lotties too. Gotta show them off. Okay, for real. What's Fluor Cannon? Oh, this is a fairy type overheat. So, like, use a Calm Mind and then use a Fluor Cannon? That is very powerful, actually. Drain and Kiss for sustain. Steel move for anything weak to it if you prefer. The one thing I like about that plan is Goldengo has the ghost type weakness and the dark type weakness, while Magearna does not. But the thing is, how does... I mean, this would actually help a lot with Ampharos. This doesn't help as much. My plan was Nasty Plot with Metal Sound. But then there was also... Wow, that is some bad best stats. Wow. And then there was also Meowstick. This thing was actually my plan for the Meowstick because of Stab Shadow Ball. This thing, even if it got Shadow Ball, it doesn't get stabbed from it. That's the problem. I think for now I'll stick with Goldengo. Yeah, you still cannot change nicknames of traded mons. How'd the run go? Oh, I quit at Mega Darkrai. Because, Chestnut died. It died to Future Sight. The dumb thing is with Future Sight, it's very easy to dodge. It's just I let my guard down. But we did get rid of Swampert though, and we have Goldengo. Because Swampert did not help for Mega Heatran much at all. Chestnut's actually straight up better. Alright, I need to use the restroom really quick. I'll be back in 1 minute or so. I'm back. First heals after Mega Dragonite. We're toying with the idea of Magurna, though. Magurna slams most of the list, I swear. I mean, you're tempting me, yeah. Like, I'm not disagreeing with you. My question is it worth swapping out Goldengo? You know what? Let me just take a look at it again. I'll just take a look. Where's Steel Beam? I must not have bought the TM for it. I can get it. So your plan is like Calm Mind, but hold on, let me go purchase the Steel Beam TM. I think it's from the guy who wants shards for it. Thank God Game Freak allows us to have more than 999 shards. Steel Beam, Steel Beam, Steel Beam. Oh, this is a recoil move? How much recoil does this do? Max her and everyone out, though, of course. Max level. I mean, I always do that. Like, all of my Pokemon have already been hyper-trained. How much recoil does this move do? It says the user will take some damage. 50% of your max HP. Oh, okay, so I can see how it pairs well with Draining Kiss. Okay. Yeah, we'll give this a try. So this does have a lot of potential. Especially against Darkrai now that I look at it. Yeah, this looks way better against Darkrai. Well, that means I'm gonna have to buy new vitamins again. Good thing I'm rich. Plus, I'm also glad they lowered the price of vitamins to just 5,000. Alright, what else should we max out? I think I'll get like 5 Carbos, just for the attack cooldowns. And, maybe... I don't think I want to invest in HP, because of how Steel Beam's recoil works. Let's see, what do I fear attack-wise? Definitely more special moves. I'll definitely get some Zinc. You feel it's better to just stick Flash Cannon? At least 50% max than the other games. You know what, we'll test it. We'll go into the wild and test it. Let's go test it on an unsuspecting Pyroar. Well, yeah, well, the problem is with the dummies is I don't think they mimic recoil properly. How did it miss? How did it miss? Wait, oh, I forgot. Draining Kiss is 75% of the damage dealt you heal. Yeah, I've done it. I've done it before. I think Steel Beam is the right call, actually. Oh, hold on, this thing. Okay, yeah. It might be a quarter of the max HP, but Draining Kiss heals up to 75% of the damage dealt. It's not like other healing moves. I remember last week with the or yesterday with the Mega Audino backport, I couldn't backport that part properly. Alright, I think we're ready to start another run. But yeah, we should try to save our first heal, at least maybe until Zero Aura. Use our first heal before it, at least. Dude, don't flinch, you butthole. Okay, that was some awkward healing time. Okay, this was kind of a bad fight. I blame the flinch. Alright, it's Mewtwo for Slowbro. Bruh. That's one of the things I hate about Dark Pulse Shadow Ball as well, is the fact that this Slowbro can easily just side hop it. You know, one time I had one of those big glowing energy balls appear out of bounds, and I couldn't reach it. That was so sad. The first time Mega Slowbro does that Whirlpool attack, it only does it twice. But after the second time, it does it 4 times, which is going to be now. I did not give her the Mega Stone. I gave her a Shell Belt. Mega Stones are actually not a good idea in the Rogue Mega Rush, because since you're very limited on heals, giving all your Pokemon away to passively heal is the way to go. I mean, I get this thing has Draining Kiss as well, but sometimes, like, what if there's a moment where I can't use Draining Kiss? That was bad. But yeah, I just... Oh yeah, there is Mega Magirna. It was introduced in the DLC. It looks like that Pokeball form that was unreleased. Flinch again. I just don't want to start off with an Absol fight that awful. Yeah, I know I get the stone, I just don't want to use it. Oh, hold on, I have to leave. I forgot to use Seeds of Mastery on the Magirna. I mean, maybe with Draining Kiss healing 75%, maybe we don't need Shell Bell. Maybe we could do a different item. I just don't want to use its Mega Stone, because that will just hog up our Mega Energy. I don't know, maybe the Expert Belt? Because the Expert Belt Steel Beam would really help with Frostlass, and it would help out against Darkrai. You know, we'll give that a try. Let's try Expert Belt. Hold on, let me make sure the rest of these are good. Yeah, it was just that one. The rest of these are good. I still think Zero... Is Zeraora still worthy of a spot on the team? Yes it is. It's for Starmie. Mega Garchomp would not be worth... I don't want to use Megas in this zone. Or in this battle mode. Like, I would rather spam plus moves. Plus, I don't have to play that whole animation. You sound like me playing online. You mean my voice? Or just like how I'm playing? was a horrible Absol fight. Just won't do megas. Oh, you mean for ranked battles? For Season 6, I've actually experimented with just having Mega Latios and just have Garchomp and then Alpha Kyogre. I kicked so many people's asses. Oh my god. I saw some really funny moments too. Let me just switch Pokemon real quick. I saw a Mega Mewtwo Y using Ice Punch, and I also saw a Metagross with Magnet Bomb, which I've heard is an okay move in this, but definitely not the dark move, steel move of choice. Oh, nice. Perfect dodge. Magnet Bomb is actually very good to see. It's 95 base power now. That's higher than Meteor Mash. I mean, the steel move that I would prefer using on Metagross is Heavy Slam. At least it's good for the competitive battles. But I guess against heavier foes, Heavy Slam's not a good idea. Yeah, I get it. It's not the most consistent steel move. The slow tracking is at least consistent, can be overlooked by others, allowing you to come at them with two moves simultaneously. Yeah, you could have both. What I like about Heavy Slam is it locks onto the target, and no matter how far away they are, it'll always go towards them. Okay, what was my Pokemon here? Garchomp. Wait. Yeah, it was... Well, I guess without Swampert now, I'm going Garchomp. Yeah, Garchomp might end up defeating this thing slower. Did you fix the doors? I have not fixed the doors yet. Just keep making notes on stuff that you find, so I could get out one fix. Yeah, just make sure you save the game before you enter any doors. Oh, that thing you sent me about when you beat the rival, your game's color changes. Were you able to replicate that? Does it go away after a certain amount of time? Okay, yeah, so Garchomp does handle this slightly slower than Swampert did, but I think having the new teammate's gonna make up for it. Alright, now to start using plus moves. I think what I should start doing is use enough moves so I can use 3 plus moves back to back. So then more orbs can get spit out. Yeah, I just like with Legends ZA, there's just a lot of theoretical speedrun categories you can make with this game. Like, there's a lot of flexibility with what you could do that most other Pokemon games just don't have. It goes away after you switch Mons. It didn't do it in any other battle. Yeah, that is so weird. I'm not sure what causes that, but yeah, Cerulean City is just such a mess. Yeah, I've noticed that the physical defense is a lot lower on that thing. I didn't think Beedrill's defensive in general. You know, I really do wish Metagross can learn Drain Punch, but I don't think it learns it. I don't know if Mega Hawlucha has paper-thin defense or what, but I always seem to end up stun locking it. Hey, a gold split. Oh, it's paper thin HP. Oh, okay. Would Gardevoir be better for your team than Mewtwo? Mewtwo has way better special attack and Nasty Plot. Nasty Plot lasts longer than Calm Mind in this game. Because I'm pretty sure stat modifiers only have one stage up and one stage down. But the difference is between Calm Mind and Nasty Plot. The one that would normally raise it by 2, it just simply lasts longer. No, dude. Oh, sweet, another stun lock. Pretty good. I mean, Magearna essentially is the place of our steel type. Okay, so this is the first fight where Magearna is going to be our answer. Okay, Calm Mind does not last for 2 seconds. I mean, it's an awful fight because that thing uses what I'm assuming is Double Team. It is definitely more annoying to use. Okay, that should be the last hit. Yeah, a little bit. It's a little bit faster, but it's noticeable. Feel the plume would have been better. Plume? What's a plume? Oh, the fairy feather. I mean, the thing is weak to fairy anyway, so in terms of damage output, it would have made no difference. If you see me using crunch on it, it's just because you always want to be using some sort of move. Because it helps, whoops, it helps charge up your mega energy. Garchomp here too. Why not Chestnut on that one? I used Garchomp because Garchomp resists rock moves. Because that thing uses Rock Slide. That's my reasoning for it. Plus, I won't have to send out Garchomp for this thing, so it's faster. Because look, it's already out. Really? Dude. Drain Punch and Grass Moves are still good choices against it. It's just not much in its base form. Yeah, I understand it. Like, Chestnut works good against it, too. Yeah, Chestnut probably would have been the better idea. I think I ended up switching to Garchomp because it did more damage, I think. I'll use that as my excuse. And I know Garchomp is faster, it's just, it took so much damage early on. Alright, it's probably gonna do its thing now. Attack me right now. Not what I meant. Good aim you got. Dude, Shell Bell is barely keeping this thing alive. Okay. Okay, so Magearna can help here as well, but I think Metagross might still be better. Doesn't Frostlass have much worse defense than special defense? I think it does. It's the same? Oh, okay. I mean, the other main advantage of physical attackers that most people don't talk about, physical moves on average have lower recharge time than special attacks. So physical attackers can just straight up attack faster. That's why you see most of my Pokemon are physical attackers. Well, I think it's an even mix of both. Or actually, no, it's 4 and 2. Magearna and Mewtwo are the special attackers. Metagross is more useful for its Steel type, not so much its Psychic type. Wait, Mega Froslass has 10 speed? Are you kidding? Is that... Are you actually serious? It only has 10 speed? It gains 10 speed. Oh, because I'm like, oh man, if it was truly 10 speed, I'm not looking forward to playing it in Crystal. Dude, I just got 6 gold splits in a row. Nice. Yeah, Metagross definitely helps here, not just because of Heavy Slam and Ice Punch, but also because it floats. Gold splits means you save time in addition. Yeah, gold... Actually, no. Gold means I've beaten that... That was the fastest I've ever done that split. But I'm not comparing against a personal best, so by default, it's just going to be gold. Like, it's hard to tell, but you see the little yellow lines next to the split name. That's a gold split. But if I was actually comparing to a PB, it'd be a lot more noticeable. dude. Dang it. There we go. 7 gold splits in a row. Zygarde hits super effective moves with all moves here and from distance. They've only used it on Mega Ampharos so far, but Zygarde is going to have much more of a use when it comes to Tatsugiri and Darkrai. Oh yeah, Mega Absol Z, I never thought of that. No, dude. I hate those shrubs. Oh my god. And remember, just because I'm gold splitting a lot of splits doesn't mean the run's good. What it can end up meaning is my splits were bad. But like, when my splits end up being good splits, gold splitting is going to be very hard. Oh my god. Dude, quit hitting the plants, you retard. Come on. You're trying to get yourself killed. How did Metagross die? Well, this split sucks now. How did that happen, though? Like, why was Metagross taking so much damage? Like, what was it doing? It's like, for some reason, it was, like, absorbing all the plants, and, like, Metagross took so much damage. I don't get it. Man. What even was that attack? Like, I've never had Venusaur be that hard. Yeah, it's usually a tank, so like, how did it get that bad? Ugh. Even if I had won that with Mewtwo, could I have continued with Garchomp dead? I would have preferred Garchomp or Dragonite, so I would have had to use a heal. Then Chestnut for that, Zeraora for that, and then Magearna for Absol and probably Staraptor. And Tatsugiri. Hold on. So wait, I'm essentially back to square one with Meowstic. They strengthened the attack that take down Metagross. Oh really? Oh dang. So should I have, I guess I should have destroyed those plants, but I've never really bothered with those. Mega Gastrodon's not a thing, get over it. Like, it does feel like I'm back to square one with that thing. No, not Gengar. Because I remember the whole point of me having Goldengo was for the Meowstic. Unless the plan is like, I don't know, a fire type move. I mean, I was using an ice type move, which is effectively the same thing. Honestly, what's the point in Steel Beam? Like, who does this help me with? So I think all I really want is fairy coverage with this thing. Maybe I can replace Steel Beam with a different move. Something to help me against the Meowstic. But the thing is, I don't think this thing learns a ghost move. Oh, it does learn Shadow Ball. The problem is, John, it's... Remember, we only have 6 Pokemon. I actually don't know if you can affect the Rogue Megas with status conditions. I don't think you can. I've never once seen them poisoned or paralyzed. And you may be wondering about Thick Fat. Thick Fat's not a thing in this game, so Venusaur is actually weak to fire and ice moves. Yeah, they're immune to status conditions, but you can still use, like, Screech on them and stuff. Yeah, I don't think there's any point in having Steel Beam coverage. I just don't think there is. So I'm just going to teach Shadow Ball just to help with that. Alright, as soon as I strengthen this move, this will be my probably last run of the day. Excuse my ignorance. Hey, come on. Bring items? They're already holding items, dude. I mean, maybe I'd want to consider getting rid of Expert Belt. No. I think Expert Belt's still the right item. I mean, that's barely meaningful. You know, I actually purposefully streamed during the Super Bowl because there was another year where I did do it, and I got a lot of viewers, because there's a lot of people who need something to watch and don't want to watch it. I mean, I was planning on watching it, but I'm extremely confident the Seahawks are winning. I mean, Steve even told me he'd be extremely shocked if the Seahawks lost. Speaking of which, does anyone want to look up the score? Mewtwo might be better against it. It's just the reason I was going with Metagross was to prevent myself from being poisoned. Not bad. 29-13. Yep, I knew it. Thanks, John. But yeah, there was no point in me watching it. I knew they were going to win. Like, everybody I basically talked to, I talked to Steve about it, because he pays way more attention to football than I do. And I'm, my personal favorite team is the Seahawks, just because they're the closest team to us. And from what Steve has told me, the Patriots sort of lucked their way into the finale of the Super Bowl. Or to the Super Bowl. Because from what Steve has told me, he said that while the Seahawks been playing really good during the playoffs, what the Patriots have happened is there were a couple of different teams they ended up facing where they ended up, like, someone ended up getting, like, injured halfway through the game or something, or before the game. And the teams they were facing ended up losing one of their best players during the match, and they were able to barely win because of it. Steve told me there was apparently up against the Broncos, the Denver Broncos, they were behind the Broncos for most of the game, but then the Broncos' lead quarterback apparently got a hand injury and was replaced, and that allowed the Patriots to win. Steve told me it essentially should have been the Broncos in the Super Bowl, not the Patriots. I mean, I don't pay attention to football either unless it's the playoffs. Before that, I don't really care. But if I was told, like, who I would root for, it's just the Seahawks, number one. I don't really have a number two. Seeing all the Cardi B stuff. What's Cardi B have to do with the Patriots? Is it like a whole Taylor Swift thing where, like, Cardi B's dating one of their players? Oh shit, Mewtwo died. That doesn't count. The star wide receiver. Oh, it's the new Taylor Swift Kelsey thing. Got it. I will say though, even though I have like my own like personal favorite team, there are a couple of teams that I truly hate. Yeah, I should stop sending Mewtwo into that. I don't know why I was thinking like, man, I was so close. But there are a couple of teams I hate. I hate the 49ers, and I hate the Chiefs. The Chiefs, I just don't like they entered 3 Super Bowls in a row, and just like during the whole like the whole Swiftie drama, whenever they were in the Super Bowl, the announcers would just make parts of the game about her and keep panning the camera towards her, and it really irritated me. And the reason I don't like the 49ers is because a couple of years ago, when the 49ers were facing the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, they were ahead of the Chiefs for most of the game, and I really wanted the Chiefs to lose. And then at the very last minute they choked, and the Chiefs won by like 2 points, because they got a last minute touchdown. And I never forgave the 49ers for that. Every other team I don't really have an opinion of. That was a bad Absol. Half the game would be the skybox. Yeah, because I watched that Super Bowl. I will say, if the Seahawks were the underdog going into this thing, I would have actually probably watched it. But the betting markets, most pundits, like even Steve, agreed that they were going to win. So I'm like, you know what? Why watch it? I mean, maybe during the next football season. I don't remember when football season starts. It's probably in like late summer, early fall, somewhere around there. I think I'll start paying attention to Seahawk games. Because, I mean, I have always wanted to follow a sports team, maybe 2 of them. Because it would give me and Steve something to talk about. I mean, I know the rules of the game for the most part. But Bad Bunny. Oh, good God. Tell me, was he wearing a dress? I know there were people speculating whether he would. Did he actually do it? The NFL September? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I couldn't care about college football. I wouldn't allow myself to watch it. Good idea. From what I've seen in the betting market, it was like a 19% chance he would. If I had to take a guess, I'm willing to bet he didn't. Yeah, I have no idea why they would have asked that guy to, like, lead the halftime show, but almost everyone they've ever had in halftime shows have all sucked. Like, it's nothing new. They always have sucky people doing it. Like, most people who watch football seriously, they use the halftime show as an excuse to use the restroom and fill up on drinks. That's effectively it. Man, what did I do in my gold split? Because I could never seem to beat it. It might have been back when I was using a different Pokemon. What type is Garchomp? Dragon and ground. Hey, Joseph, any luck? I haven't completed a run, no. I'm a Raiders fan. We haven't had any special races since the 90s. Huh. I know Steve's favorite team are the Cardinals and the Browns, because those are the two teams from Ohio. He pays attention to both, so in Ohio, no matter who he talks to, he can always talk about the team. Because some people like the Browns, some like the Cardinals. Oh, dude, that was a bad time for that. Yeah, he plays both games, so he always comes out on top, exactly. Dude, where is it? He's so big, I can't see him. Dude, I hate these things. Oh shit, I'm burned. Oh, that is not good. Yeah, just quit. Yeah, I am not doing a fight where Garchomp gets burned. If you're wondering why I always do that, I don't know how the game decides in battle what Pokemon gets sent out first. I think it's the one that last gets sent out, so I just do that just in case. No, John, you don't need to do that. I've had way too many route changes. Alright, I think my point of no return for my last attempt of the day will be once I get to... I think once I beat Mega Beedrill. Once I beat Mega... Well, Victreebel and Beedrill are jokes. Once I beat Mega Camerupt, that'll be my point of no return. That'll be, like, whatever... When that happens, that'll be my last run. Oh my god, quit flinching. Really? That didn't count? Likes the double digit before the stream ends? Sure. For Alligator needs to be on your team. Liquidation, Waterfall, Screech, and Swords Dance for Groudon. Ampharos on a Parabolic Chargemon. I mean, I've tried running a water type on the team, but it just ends up seeing hardly any use other than that. I mean, my plan for the Groudon is just basically just hope things work out with Garchomp. I mean, if Feraligatr can fill a different niche, then I'd be happy to look into it. I will say, Mega Slowbro is probably one of my least favorite fights in this whole thing. It's just boring. It just takes forever to knock out. And when it does its charge attack, I can never seem to stun it. Like, I just gotta wait. I do have Drain Punch on it. I'm not using Mega Stones in this because with the amount of limited heals you get, it's just better to have everybody with a Shell Bell. I mean, Chestnut doesn't really need the Shell Bell since it has Drain Punch. But the reason I don't want to use a Mega Stone is because it'll hog up all the Mega Energy. Maybe I could get it the Punching Glove. Does anyone know if the Punching Glove is an item in this game? That item that increases the power of fist moves? And if it is, does it work on close combat too? I mean, if not, I can always go Black Belt. Dang, it's so close. It isn't? Oh. And the item is not? Okay. Feraligatr as a solo Meg user for the Heatran. Alright, I'm not worried about the Heatran. I have Chestnut for that. The Camerupt, I'm using Garchomp for it. It's not the best. It's just the problem is, who do I get rid of on my team? Because everyone on my team solves at least 2 fights. I mean, some way more fights than others. Like, I think Metagross does like a third of the fights in this. That's honestly one of the toughest things about doing this as a speedrun or just a challenge in general. You have to plan everything with just 6 Pokemon. My only use for Zeraora right now is Mega Starmie. Other than that, I thought it would have a use on Staraptor, but Mewtwo just ends up being better against Mega Staraptor. Honestly, unless you make Mewtwo X and Drain Punch. I'm just using regular Mewtwo. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of how slow Mewtwo is as well. I'll admit that. It's just I'm keeping it around for very powerful stab psychic with nasty plot. It's the reason I'm keeping it around. Plus, it's just the best on Mega Slowbro, at least that I've been able to find, just because Mega Slowbro's got way higher physical defense, and you want to be using special moves on it. So Zeraora wouldn't even work for it because it's a physical attacker. Okay, I don't want to run the Megas in this. Because there's also the animations that play too. So I'm trying to get the fastest time as possible. Or at least as fast as I can. Yeah, it's kind of like Mega Steelix, exactly. I'm not against using Annihilate, I just don't want to use the Annihilate Gourgai strat, because I think it's extremely cheesy. And the main problem is, with Annihilate, it requires a lot of setup to do good damage. Like, it's not like these other mons where you just have to set up once and go. Like, to truly get the best out of it, you gotta use, like, Screech, Focus Energy, and then Rage Fist, and you just gotta get hit enough times. Sorry if I'm not getting to your messages. Like, I see some of you are typing in suggestions, and I'd like to read them. It's just I'm not in a position to read them right now. I'll definitely read them when I get the chance, though. Use 2 psychic moves, Venusaur, Victory Bell, Hawlucha. Honestly, I've been told that Mewtwo might be the better Pokemon against Venusaur than Metagross. The only reason I even used Metagross against it was basically to avoid being poisoned. What's the Annihilate Gourgeist setup? Oh, with Gourgeist, you use Trick or Treat to add the Ghost type to your opponent. It makes any opponent you face weak to Ghost. But if you use it on some targets, like the Slowbro, it'll get 4 times weakness to Ghost. The reason I just don't like the strat is because I think the strat requires way too much setup. No, dude. How you can always tell the real one. The real one has that aura surrounding it. The fake ones don't. And apparently the fake... Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say apparently only the fake ones can use Confuse Ray, but no, they can use real moves. Lag. That was a gold split by like maybe half a second. Alright, Magirna time. Oh, plus Shadow Ball can lower special defense too, which will be really good. Alright, got another gold split. Alright, let's go Mega Chestnut for this. Mega Chestnut might just straight up be better. I don't know, I was just thinking like, hey, ground resist rock. Then I'm like, oh wait, fighting resist rock too. I should use that. It's fine, Magirna's not needed for a while. Really? Oh, nice. Oh. Dude! I mean, is Chestnut needed anywhere else for now? That's a problem. I've never had that happen before. Not like me dying, but Chestnut dying. Because normally, like, what happened with Garchomp, whenever I would use Garchomp on that thing, is the whole stun lock thing wouldn't happen. But I guess if it stun locks, it just starts spamming those moves and the Pokemon dies. Yeah, that's it for tonight. Dude, this run's hard. I don't know. It just sucks so bad that... Like, Chestnut just seems like the right one, but... I don't know, I've never had that problem with Garchomp, but at the same time... I don't know. But yeah, that'll have to be it for today. Alright everyone, thank y'all for stopping by, to appreciate it. Hope you had something better to watch today in this than the Super Bowl. But yeah, I'll do some more runs of these soon. But yeah, I just can't really do enough.